And last but not least, we would like to invite the third speaker, Mr. Yeo Ul from Wellfish, will give us a presentation under the topic of the challenges of wellfish.
And Wellfish was named as one of 1,000 future leaders business, and she is currently working on the Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries project. And I'd like to invite Ms. Yeoul, CEO of Wellfish, onto the stage for her presentation. Good morning, distinguished guests. I'm Yeoul. I'm the CEO of a blue food startup, Wellfish. I'm very honored and privileged to be part of this World Ocean Forum. Wellfish was established in 2020, and I didn't have anything to do with seafood prior to the creation of the company. But now I am working on the development of seafood, and I'd like to share with you my journey and the various challenges and my challenges period as well. I became interested in seafood back in 2016 when I was traveling in Japan. I came to see that in the CVS store, the entire corner was dedicated to seafood. Anyone can buy quite easily the seafood, and I was wondering that Korea was surrounded by the sea on three directions. So we enjoy seafood, but we do not have such a variety of different types of seafood. Is it because no one has ever begun? And then I would like to do this. That is how I became interested in blue food. And after I came back to Korea, I studied the Korean seafood industry, and then I identified several challenges and issues within the industry. Most of the seafood producers are very small in size, and the fishing population is decreasing continuously, and then aging was progressing quite rapidly in the fishing industry, in the fishing and fisheries industry, and the food trend in the world was developing quite rapidly. However, we did not have enough and sufficient institutional support. Since we did not have enough developmental capability in the seafood industry, the consumption of seafood was inevitable. And furthermore, with environmental degradation, the consumers' demand for high-quality product was ever increasing. I was not sure whether, as an individual, I can tackle all these challenges and the issues, but as I studied further, I came to see such a fantastic attractiveness and the potential and possibility of the seafood industry. And around the world, there has been heightened interest in the well-being and healthy lives. That is why I believe the blue food market is growing exponentially. That is how I started my business. And after developing a lava snack, I developed and launched 9 different products over the last 3 years after its inception. We are focusing on oyster, anchovy, and conger eel because my business is based in Tongyang, and these are the specialties of the area. Well, we have received a very positive and enthusiastic response from the United States and Canada, and we came to be convinced of the potential of the Korean domestic and Korean-made seafood product. We first started as a business with an interest in the area, and now we have such a sense of responsibility for leading the entire business into the future. Now we do everything from end to end, product planning, the seafood supply, production, selling product. I started from scratch, so the most difficult part was to secure the stable supply of the raw materials. After ups and downs and time and error, now based on the MOU with the fishing communities, now I have the secure supply of the raw materials. I have worked so hard, and I have gained some success, and I came to realize also that I have failed to capture what is really important. I thought that if the product is good enough, then consumers would love our products, but that was not the right direction to pursue. We did not take the consumers into consideration. We believe that consumers are looking for healthier life. That is why they would love our products, but they're quite sensitive to the ingredients and the nutritional information. And as we sell products, we receive a lot of questions from the consumers that I'd like to know more about your nutritional information and the nutrition facts. And all the consumers are quite sensitive to the nutritional information and the ingredients. And we have collected customers' reviews and inquiries, about 500,000 ones. Then the analysis led us to see that they're really interested in the nutrition facts. Our target customers are consumers who are interested in their health and healthier diet, and the accessibility to such information is very limited. Blue food has gained a lot of attention around the world because of its nutritional value as well as its solution to the climate crisis. That is why we see such a great potential and the possibility. However, consumers do not fully understand such a value, and I believe this is something we have to tackle more than anything else. That is why Wellfish introduced a whole new perspective toward the issues and the challenges. We decided to put ourselves in the shoes of our consumers who have some difficulties in accessing information and accessing the product itself. They do not know seafood is good for their health, and they are not sure whether they can work. Those seafood products would work for them as well. That is why we decided to enhance the accessibility, information accessibility to the consumers, and we are developing in collaboration with the Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries for the seafood recommendation, customized seafood recommendation service. Now we take into consideration each individual's nutritional status and its relationship with the nutrition facts of seafood, and we have covered 40,000 different data sets for the seafood. Although we are before launch, we are waiting for the launch of this application and service. I'd like to briefly introduce the service. You put in basic biological information such as your weight, height, and so on. And if you have any underlying conditions like whether you're pregnant and whether you have any chronic diseases or whether you are allergic to any certain food, and preference is also typed in based on this information and the personal information, as well as the blue food and nutrition facts. We recommend the optimal and the best possible seafood for each individual. The mega trend in the food industry is personalization. I believe ultra hyper personalized food will be the final destination for the food industry, and the seafood industry has lagged seriously behind other subsectors of the food industry. And if we enhance the accessibility of the information, then consumers will experience more diverse seafood, and they will be able to enjoy healthier lives. And the more they experience the seafood, and they will come to know their own preference and their taste, and they will clarify their needs, then producers will have higher consumer orientation, and they can offer better services and clearer services to the customers. And this will grow the fisheries industry across the board. We have such a long way to go, but we will continue to think from the eyes and the perspectives of the customers so that we can lead the entire industry into the future. Thank you very much for your time and attention. Thank you.
네, 멋진 발표 들려주신 세 분께
Thank you. Please give them another round of big applause for their insightful and informative presentations. We have gone through 3 presentations. We will continue with a panel discussion. We will organize the stage and for the settings, then we will continue.
5-minute break, about 5-minute break, and organize the stage for the panel discussion. 잠시 후 장례 정리 마친 이후 패널 토론 곧바로 이어집니다.